You believe that they won't abandon you. That's what makes it so hard to perceive things clearly. They appear. They reply to your communications. They express their concern for you. They do just enough to keep you engaged, hopeful, and in the moment. They are silently keeping their options open while you are constructing something in your heart and mind, waiting for someone else to become available rather than for you to grow. They don't like you. The distinction between those two things is crucial, and you are their patience. By the time this video ends, you will understand precisely what to look for, why this pattern occurs, what the research indicates about the individual who engages in this behavior, and what to do when you see yourself in it. This video is uncomfortable. Come on. Let's identify what we are truly discussing before moving on to the 5 signals. Because the term placeholder is often used imprecisely, it needs a clear meaning. When one partner is truly dedicated while the other is not, yet the less committed person continues to be in the relationship, this is known as a placeholder relationship. It's not because they've picked you, rather, it's because they haven't discovered something better yet. For now, you're good enough. The destination is not you. The waiting room is you. This has a clinical term used by relationship researchers. A relationship in which one person is significantly more dedicated than the other is known as an asymmetrically committed relationship, or ACR. These associations are not neutral, according to decades of research. They actively cause harm. When one spouse is significantly more committed than the other, it either invites exploitation or creates feelings of imprisonment, as sociologist Peter Blau said clearly 60 years ago. Love is destroyed by each of those results. You can't adore someone into choose you. You can only remain long enough to realize that they have already made their decision. Sign 1, they talk about your future, but their plans do not reflect it. They discuss the future, the trips you will take, the activities you will engage in with, and the life that is practically within your grasp. You get the impression that this is going somewhere genuine because of the kind, forward-thinking language. However, no reservations are made. Nothing is planned. The future never appears in a calendar, it only exists in discourse. Future plans, rather than past investments or present satisfaction, are among the most potent indicators of genuine commitment, according to research on commitment processes. When someone truly wants to establish a future with you, they will create plans with deadlines. Specific ones, not usually large ones. Real dates with real intentions, this week, next month. Future discourse is not a promise when it is done in an ambiguous manner without any tangible actions. It is a tool for management. It is intended to sustain your optimism without requiring their dedication. Keep an eye out for any dates associated with the future. It doesn't genuinely exist if it doesn't. Sign 2, you are not a part of their actual life. You live in a single compartment of their lives, which may be a cozy and pleasurable one, but it's still a compartment. You may have had 1 or 2 casual encounters with their pals. You have either never met their family or you have met them in a way that was purposefully low stakes, low definition, and simple to leave. On their social media, you either don't show up or don't show up in a way that clearly identifies who you are to them. There is a relationship, but it is secret, confined to specific areas, and has restricted access. Beyond the visible pain, this is why it matters. People who believe they have more possible other partners are much more likely to be the less committed partner, according to research on asymmetrically committed partnerships. Put simply, the person maintaining your compartmentalization is also maintaining their availability. Your relationship is not protected by walls. Access management is what they are. When someone has truly chosen you, they want the people they care about to know about you, not as a show, but because you have become a part of their life, which is made up of other people. You are being managed rather than loved when you are continuously kept apart from the rest of their world. Sign 3. The effort is adjusted to keep you just content enough to stick around. The most complex and challenging indicator to identify is this one. Since the attempt is genuine, they do appear. They do say the appropriate things. Sometimes in small doses, they do give you a sense of selection. However, there is a pattern if you pay attention over time, that is, pay attention that isn't tainted by your feelings for them. When you pull back, the effort increases. When you recommit, it becomes softer. It is inconsistent. It reacts quickly. Especially sensitive to the possibility of losing you. This isn't love. This is a rule. This research is unsettling. Less committed couples are aware of their partner's greater engagement, and they strategically control their behavior to maintain a desired level of closeness without increasing their own investment, according to studies on commitment processes. They know exactly what they are doing. They are adjusting to keep you warm enough to stay without having to make the kind of financial commitment that, if they departed, would actually cost them something. You are seeing calibration rather than love if you see that your partner's effort is directly correlated with your availability, that they chase you when you are far away and unwind when you are near. The fourth sign. There is no universally accepted definition of the connection, and each attempt to establish one leads to disagreement or diversion. You've had the talk, or at least attempted to have it. You have questioned what this is, where it is headed, and what you are to each other. During that conversation, something happened that made you feel like the issue. They either said that labels don't important or that you were moving too quickly. What you have is what counts. Or they were defensive, and you somehow apologized for asking at the conclusion of the conversation. Asymmetrical commitment research revealed a particular aspect of this relationship that merits clarification. It is far more difficult for the other spouse to feel comfortable, forecast the future, or make wise decisions regarding their own life when one person is reluctant or unable to announce their commitment. It's no coincidence that there is ambiguity. The result is ambiguity. The question of what you are does not pose a threat to someone who is truly committed to you. They can be anxious about the discussion. They won't punish you for asking, even if they don't have the right words. If seeking clarification in this connection comes at a cost, it's because you're being told something that the other person isn't. Sign 5. You have been dealing with your intuition, which has always been correct. The indicator that comes before the others is this one. The one that existed before all of it had a language. The distinct, calm, enduring sense that something is a little off. That you are on a branch a little bit farther out than they are. Because the person you are working with has not yet fully acquired their tools. This emotion is familiar to you. It's something you've known for longer than you'd want to acknowledge. You've given an explanation. You have contextualized it. They're occupied. They're afraid. They have previously suffered harm. They simply aren't prepared yet. You've put forth a great deal of mental effort to stifle a sentiment that didn't need it. According to the Attachment Project's research on placeholder dynamics, one of the most reliable early warning signs that a relationship's commitment imbalance is problematic is gut instinct. Your neurological system has access to information that your conscious mind is refusing to absorb, not because your instincts are always correct. The patterns include the information. In the brief instances when one is not quite selected. In the discussions that are diverted. That continues to reseed in the future. Your nervous system has been keeping track of those patterns. They have been marked as unread by you. What do you really do, then? First, quit acting confidently when you don't. When you notice this relationship, your natural tendency is to become less approachable, more enigmatic, and more difficult. Indeed, that might make them work harder for a little while. Because partners who are less devoted react to the possibility of losing access. However, a partnership based on taking that risk is not a partnership. It's a game. Additionally, the dynamic reverts to its initial state as soon as you stop playing it. Second, pose the question directly and consider the answer to be the whole truth. Not the words. The answer. Their reluctance. They were deflected. They abruptly changed the question. That's the solution. Someone who desires you will tell you. Clear enough, but not flawlessly. The third and most difficult step is to include the time expense in your evaluation. You are unavailable to something that could happen every month you remain in a relationship that isn't progressing toward what you need. That is a substantial expense. More than a year. More than 2 years. It's a huge expense. Hope and impatience were paid. And the aspects of yourself that you gradually lose in order to maintain compatibility with someone you were never completely in love with. You are not someone's stand-in. Someone's destination is you. And staying where you are already being regarded as a layover won't help you reach that goal. And let me know in the comments if you ever became aware that you were someone else's stand-in. When did you eventually get a clear picture of it? Tell me, do you sense it as well? I appreciate you finally remaining with me. For more videos that alter your perspective, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Because with your love and support, this channel will expand. Many thanks.